let's start our today's session where we are very near to complete our Unit 3 Fourier series. Okay, uh, one or two lectures or more for the completion of the Fourier series. So let's start. See, till yet we did in Fourier series. So let's take a short recap. We first did the example. I'm just talking about the examples with the period 2 pi. With the period 2 pi. Okay. If I recall you, that is x square pi minus x by 2 whole square pi minus x by 2, right? And then we did the example, these are for all continuous functions. Then we did the example with period 2 pi, but for the discontinuous functions, right? Then we did example for minus pi to pi for even odd concept, for even odd concept. So when the given function is even, then we apply the different formula. When the given function is odd, and at that time we apply different formula. And if our given function is neither even nor odd, then we apply our original formula, that is for limits are minus pi to pi, but the formula we apply for 0 to 2 pi, right? And then in yesterday's lecture, we did our example for 0 to 12. That is for limit, or we can say for period 2 pi. Yesterday, we did two examples. One is 4, our first function is 4 minus x square, right? And the with the limits 0 to 2. And the other example, that is 2x minus x square with the limits 0 to 3. Students, this normally we can say that this is first topic, this one is the another, and this one is third one. So in GTU exam, they ask normally two example. Okay, at least two. Maybe more than two, but at least two example from this chapter. So they may ask one example from this unit and one from this one, or they may from one and third one, right? So have you any doubt for these topics? If you have any doubt, then please ask. Just tell the topic name in the chat box. Then after, we'll move for the next topic, that is, see, this is 0 to, this is period 2L. Now we'll move for the topic minus L2L. As for minus pi to pi given function, we convert our function in even odd. Same for the period minus L2L, we convert our given function into even, odd, or neither even nor odd. So have you any doubt for this topic? Please confirm in the chat box. Everyone, very fast. If you have any doubt, then just write the topic name, or else you have to just write no. I ask the confirmation from all of you. Okay. I can solve pi square by 6. Dev, what is your doubt? Okay, you cannot solve pi square by 6. It means you have doubt in the deduction, right? Okay, Dev, don't worry about that. I will help you for the deduction, right? Okay. But have you any doubt regarding this topic? So students, okay, so we'll move today for minus L12, but before that, I am going to solve Dev's doubt. That is, Dev, please give me the answer of A0, AN and BN for 2x minus x square. For 2x minus x square. F of x is 2x minus x square, right? Your period is 0 to 3. And what is the value of A0? Yes, very good. Yes, Dev. A0 is 0, right? Then what about AN? Your AN is, as I know, minus 9 and square pi square. And your BN is 3 upon n pi, right? Now, okay. Now, yes. Now, as I told you, our given series for Fourier series, that is f of x, if I substitute my upper limit and if I substitute the value of a0, an and bn, then a0 by 2 summation n 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx, right? Now, the value of a0 is 0, so no need to write a0 by 2 minus 9 upon pi square, right? Summation n 1 to infinity cos 2n pi by 3 upon n square, 2n pi x by 3 upon n square plus some 3 upon n pi, 3 upon pi, summation n 1 to 3 sine 2n pi x by 3 upon, right? So this is your Fourier expansion. Okay, now if I substitute n equal to 1, 2, 3, then I have minus 9 upon pi square. If I put here n is equal to 1, then I have cos 2 pi x by 3 upon 1 square. For 2, cos 4 pi x by 3 upon 2 square. So cos 2 pi x by 3 upon 1 square, cos 4 pi x by 3 upon 2 square, right? Cos 6 pi x by 3 upon 3 square up to so on. Similarly, for the second step, 3 by pi, I have sine 2 pi x by 3 upon 1, sine 4 pi x by 3 upon 2, sine 6 pi x by 3 upon 3, like that, right? Okay, now by putting x is equal to 2, here our f of x is what? 2x minus x square, right? So by putting x is equal to 2, both the side, in star, right? So by putting x equal to 2, both side, our left hand side is 0. As you know, cos 0 is 1. Okay, all cos 0 is 1. So minus 9 upon pi square. Here we have 1 upon 1 square plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 3 square plus up to so on, right? And sine 0 is 0. So no need to write the second step. My left hand side is 0 only, no? Because if I substitute 2 into 0, 0, and here 0 square is also 0. So left hand side, so first I have to substitute x is equal to 0. This one is, and by here 0. So 1 upon 1 square plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 3 square plus up to so on. So 1, I have to substitute 0. Then I have to substitute x is equal to 2 both the side. Dev, listen carefully. First, I have to substitute x is equal to 0 both sides. Then I get equation 1. Then after I have to substitute x is equal to 2 both sides. Then after I get equation 2. And what is my equation 2? My equation 2 is pi square by 3 is equal to 1 upon 1 square plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 3 square plus up to so on. This is my equation 2. By putting x equal to 2 both the side, I get this equation. Now by adding equation 1 and 2. So by adding equation 1 and 2, that is pi square by 3 and 2 times, as my right hand side is same. So 2 times, right, of this bracket. So that's why I have pi square by 6. Oh, so see, this is 3. Yes. First, this is 3, not 2. Yes, Diya, you are right. Because students, we have to substitute our upper limit and lower limit. So first we take x is equal to 0, that is our lower limit. Then we have to take x is equal to 3, that is our upper limit. And then we get two equations, one for 0, other for 3. For 3 we get equation 2. And by adding we get this answer. Okay. Now clear? Now clear, students? Once we substitute our lower limit, that is 0, then for upper limit, then we get two equation, and by adding two equation we get the deduction. Okay, Dev. So now your doubt is clear. So we'll move for the next topic, and our next topic, that is the example for the limits minus L to L. Okay. So let's start the example. Find Fourier series. Find Fourier series of f of x is equal to x square minus 2. Here minus 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. Okay. So students, both lower and upper both are constant, both are same. One is negative, other is positive. So it means now our period is minus L to, our period is minus L to L, right? And what is our L now? So our L is 2 here. What is L? L is 2. So let's start the solution. That is, as L is 2 and we want to find the Fourier series for minus L to L, first we have to check as the given function is even or odd. Anyone else? As our limits are minus L to L, first we have to check our given function is even or odd. Yes, Krish, your answer is right. Vivek, yes, Vivek. Anyone? Kushal, yes, true. Mayank, no, your answer is wrong. Anyone? Yes, Priyam, Ipen. Diya, no, your answer is also wrong because, see students, some students are telling the answer even. Yes, even, given function is even is right. Neither even nor odd is wrong because, see, what is our given function? Our given function is x square minus 2, right? X square is even. Agree? 2 is constant, means x raised to 0. And x raised to 0 is also even. Okay? X raised to 0 is also even, or we can say constant term is even. So even term minus even term. So even minus even is even. It means, please students, keep in mind, constant term we conclude in even term. So this is even, this one is also even, even minus even is even. So given function is even. The given function is even. And given function is even, it means what is our next step? Our next step, that is Bn equal to 0. Please remember, and it must, when you write your given function is even or odd, then the next step must, if your given function is even, you have to write Bn equal to 0. If your given function is odd, you have to write A0 equal to An equal to 0. It must, right? It means we have to find A0 and An only. But before that, what is the Fourier series for the even function? That is A0 by 2 summation n 1 to infinity An cos. Here our limits are minus L to L. So please remember n pi x by L. Don't write cos nx only. You have to write cos n pi x by L. Right? So let's start with the solution of A0. So for A0, our formula is 2 by L, 0 to L, f of x dx. And what is our L? Our L is 2 here, right? Because that is minus L to L, minus 2 to 2. It means L is 2. So 2 by 2, 2 by 2 is 1. Here 0 to 2. Given function is x square minus 2 into dx. So the integration of x square, that is x cube by 3 minus 2x, right? And the limits are 0 to 2. So after substituting upper limit and lower limit, here 2 cube, that is 8 by 3 minus 2 to the 4. This one for the upper limit and 0 for the lower limit. So my answer is minus, here 4 3s are 12, 8 minus 12, that is minus 4 by 3. This is the answer for A0. Okay. Now for An, the formula for An is 2 by L, 0 to L, f of x cos n pi x by L dx, right? Again, I remind you, don't forget to write n pi x by L. So the value of L is 2, so 2 by 2, 0 to 2. Here x square minus 2 cos n pi x by 2, as the value of L is 2, right, into dx. Now 2 by 2 is 1, so no need to write here 1. Now we are applying Leibniz rule. Our x square minus 2 is u and cos n pi x by 2 is v. So x square minus 2, keep it same. The integration of cos is sine theta will remain same, n pi x by 2 upon n pi by 2. Okay, so I write n pi by 2 in the denominator. Instead of this, I put 2 upon n pi in numerator. Okay, 2 upon n pi in numerator. Students, again, please see carefully. The integration of cos is sine, theta will remain same. So sine n pi x by 2 upon n pi by 2. Okay. So instead of write n pi by 2 in denominator, I put 2 upon n pi in the numerator. Okay. So now minus the derivative of x square minus 2 is 2x, right? And the integration of sine is minus cos n pi x by 2 into 2 upon n pi whole square plus the derivative of 2x is 2. Now the integration of minus cos is minus sine, theta remains same, so n pi x by 2 into 2 upon n pi whole cube, and the limits are 0 to 2. Now for the upper limit, if I substitute 2 here, so both 2 will be cancelled, right? Sin n pi, and sin n pi is 0. minus minus plus. If I substitute 2 here, then I have 2 2s are 4. Both 2 will be cancelled. Cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n. This is 2 upon n pi whole square. And in the last step, again 2 cancel and sin n pi will give answer 0. So this is for the upper limit, minus for lower limit. If I substitute 0, sin 0 is 0. Here, cos 0 is 1. But if I substitute 0 here, then 0 into anything is 0. So my second step is 0. And for the last, sin 0 is again 0. So the value of an, that is here 2 square, 4, 4 4s are 16, minus 1 raised to n upon n square pi square. Okay, so we substitute both the value of a0 and an in the for the even Fourier series, right? As our given function is even. So Fourier series for the even function is a0 by 2 summation n 1 to infinity an, and integral is minus L to L. So cos n pi x by L. So value of a0 is what? Value of a0 is minus 4 by 3, right? And 16 minus 1 raised to n upon n square pi square. Here minus 4 by 3, so 2 into 3, summation n 1 to infinity, 16 minus 1 raised to n upon n square pi square, right? Into cos n pi x, and don't forget to put the value of L, that is 2. So after simplification, minus 2 by 3, 16 upon pi square, constant term, we can put out of the summation, that is minus 1 raised to n upon n square cos n pi x by 2. So this is the Fourier series expansion for the given even function between the period minus Yash Panchal, why the value of L is 2, not minus 2? Uh, okay. Yash, uh, see, our integral is what? Our integral is minus L to L, okay? So we convert our Fourier series in even and odd if our integral is minus L to L. And in this example, f of x is x square minus 2 and this is minus 2 to 2. Okay. Now compare both and tell me what is the value of L. L is 2 or minus 2? This is general formula, right? So by comparing this, okay. So now your doubt is clear. Is anybody have any doubt? You can ask in the chat box. Anybody have any doubt? Please ask in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll move for the next example. No doubt? Okay. Yes? No doubt. Okay. So, the next question is, find Fourier series of f of x is equal to x minus x cube. F of x is equal to x minus x cube in minus 1 less than or equal to x, minus 1 less than 1 less than x less than 1. Okay, so now I want answer from your side. First tell me what is the, see this is 1, right? Minus 1 to 1. So what is the value of L? What is the value of L? Yes, good. So we start with L is equal to 1. Okay. Now, the as given integral is minus 1 to 1 minus L to L. So we have to check the given function is even or odd or neither even nor odd. So the given function, yes, many students are writing in the chat box that the given function is odd, and you all are right. The given function is odd. As the given function odd, what will be our next step? What will be our next step? As the given function is odd, what will be our next step? Yes, Amo, perfectly right. Krish, Yogesh, yes. Many more students are giving the answer. You all are right. As given function is odd, a0 equal to an equal to 0. Okay, very good. So, the formula for the Fourier series for the odd function is f of x is equal to summation n 1 to infinity bn sine n pi x by L. Okay, again I remind you students, don't forget to write n pi x by L as our integral is minus L to L. If our integral is minus pi to pi, at that time we have to put here sine nx only. Understood? If our integral is minus pi to pi, then we have to put here sine nx only. Because when our integral is minus pi to pi, our L is pi and both pi will be cancelled. Right? Both pi will be cancelled. So only remaining term is sine nx. But as our integral is minus L to L minus 1 to 1, you have to write sine n pi by x. And the formula for Bn, that is 2 by L, here 0 to L, f of x sine n pi x by L dx. Right? Okay. So, let's start the solution of Bn. So 2 by L, 0 to L, f of x sine n pi x by L dx. As you know, the value of L is 1. Okay, is minus 1 to 1. L is 1. So we have to substitute, we have to replace L by 1. So 2, 0 to 1, f of x is x minus x cube, right? Here sine n pi x upon L. L is 1, so no need to write here 1 into dx. Now, 2. By using Leibniz rule, x minus x cube, keep it same. And the integration of sine is minus cos n pi x, and the multiple of x is n pi, so upon n pi, right? Minus. The derivative of this x minus x cube is 1 minus 3x square. And the integration of this minus cos is minus sine n pi x upon n square pi square. Plus the derivative of this 1 minus 3x square is what? Minus 6x. The integration of this minus sine n pi x is, see, integration of sine is minus cos, but the minus sign is here, so minus minus plus. So cos n pi x upon n cube pi cube plus the derivative of this minus 6x is minus 6. Integration of this cos is sine n pi x upon n raised to 4 pi raised to 4. Okay, and the limits are 0 to 1. Okay, so here minus sign, plus minus is coming there, right? So it is minus. plus minus, right? Now, if I substitute my upper limit, so 1 is there. So 1 cube is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n, but 0 into 1 is 0. So my first term is 0. Now minus plus. If I substitute 1 here, then sin n pi, and sin n pi is 0. For the third term, here minus 6 cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n upon n cube pi cube, right? And in the last term, sin n pi is again 0. So this is the value for the upper limit, minus for lower limit. Here 0 minus 0, okay, that is 0. So 0 into anything 0. Sin 0 is always 0. Here cos 0 is 1, but if I replace x by 0, so 0 into anything is 0. And in the last term, sin 0 is again 0. So my answer for Bn is minus 12 minus 1 raised to n upon n cube pi cube, right? Minus 12, Bn is minus 12 minus 1 raised to n upon n cube pi cube, right? So the Fourier series formula, summation n 1 to infinity Bn sin n pi x by L, and the value of Bn is minus 12 minus 1 raised to n upon n cube pi cube into sin n pi x upon 1. So no need to write here 1, right? So minus 12 upon pi cube summation n 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n sin n pi x upon n cube. So this is the Fourier series expansion for the given odd function in the period minus 1 to 1. Students, have you any doubt? Have you any doubt? Please confirm in the chat box. If you have no doubt, then we'll move for the last topic. If you have any doubt, then please confirm in the chat box. Okay. So, no doubt. So, we'll move for the last topic of the Fourier series, students. And this is the, again, one IMP topic. Every year, one question from that topic is arrived in GTU exam as well as internal exam. Okay. So, and it is the most easy topic for this chapter also. So, the name of the topic is half range Fourier series. So what is the half range Fourier series? So any arbitrary function f of x with period 2L, which is defined in half of the interval, 0 to L, can also be represented in terms of sine and cosines function. Students, it means if we have any function with period 2L and which is defined in half of the interval and it is represented in the terms of sine and cosine function, then that type of series is known as half range series. There are two type of half range series. One is sine and the other is cosine. So if we represent our function with period 2l in the half interval with the terms of sine, then that is sine half range sine series. And if we represent in terms of cosine, then that is half range cosine series. Okay, so the formula for the half range series, formula for half range series. This is important for you as per the solution of the example. So there are two types of half range. One is cosine, okay, and the other one is sine series. Cosine series, and here sine series, right? So cosine series is, and if our limits or period is 0 to pi, as this is half, so it will be 0 to pi or 0 to L. Okay, so for 0 to pi, cosine series is f of x is equal to a0 by 2 summation n 1 to infinity an cos nx. And here a0 is 2 by pi 0 to pi f of x dx. And what is an? An is 2 by pi 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. This is the formula for cosine series. And for half range, f of x is equal to summation n 1 to infinity bn sin nx. And bn is 2 by pi 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. Students, if your limit is in the interval 0 to L, okay, if your given function is in the interval 0 to L, then you have to keep here n pi x by L, here 2 by L, 0 to L, here again 2 by L, 0 to L, cos n pi x by L. For sine series, sin n pi x by L. For Bn, 2 by L, 0 to L, f of x sin n pi x by L. But now we are taking the limit for 0 to pi. So this is the formula. If you see carefully and if you remember, this cosine series is as similar as even functions. And this sine is as similar as odd function, right? So what is the difference and how you recognize in the exam that you have to apply even function, odd function or half range series? So I will give you a tip. You have to apply even function and odd function if and only if your integral is minus L to L or minus pi to pi. Remember, you have to apply even function and odd function if and only if your integral is minus L to L or minus pi to pi. And you have to apply half range series formula. At that time, you have to directly ask, find cosine series, find sine series. Okay, in exam, you have to directly ask, find cosine series, find sine series, and your given integral is 0 to pi or 0 to L only, right? So at that time, you have to apply this formula. And if your given integral is minus L to R or minus pi to pi, then you have to go for even or odd function. Any doubts, students? Any doubts, students? Very good. Okay. So tomorrow is our last lecture for Fourier series, and tomorrow we'll do the example of half range series, right? We'll do some example of half range series, and then after we'll do some doubts if you have any doubt, and the day after tomorrow we'll go for the next chapter. Okay, so if you have any query, any doubt, please ask in tomorrow's lecture. Okay.